Okay guys, last day. So don't forget, packet is due tomorrow at the beginning of class only, so make sure you got it done. All right, so I'm gonna go over the last one as quickly as I can. It's just the opposite of what you guys were doing yesterday. So yesterday you guys were expanding examples. Today you guys are condensing examples. So you can pause the video and copy down the same thing. It's the same thing as last time. So if you see them multiplying together with one log, they separate into two logs that have adding. If they're dividing with one log together, then they separate into subtracting with their own log. And if you see an exponent, it goes at the front. So now what you guys are doing are condensing. Condensing means make it short, make it smaller. So right now they each have their log, make them have one log. Okay, if it is subtracting, that means it changes to division. So they're gonna have one log, and now it's gonna be 3 divided by 8. And it's the same, right? Check your answer on the calculator if you're not sure if you got it right. Put this in the calculator, it makes a decimal. Put this one in the calculator. If it makes the same decimal, you did it right. I think I'm gonna go over the left side, and then you guys have to do the right side, right? Because the homework says finish this page and delta math. All right, so again, if it is, okay, I'll do random ones. You gotta do the ones I don't do. Okay, here, if it is adding, that means it's multiplying. So the x and the y are gonna multiply, so it's gonna be log, and then it has to have the same base, 6, and it's just x times y. So just xy. Okay, you can't check that on a calculator when it has variables, but yep, that's right. Okay, here they're adding, so they're all multiplying. The 12 is gonna multiply with 7, is gonna multiply with 5. So log, and it's okay because they each have log base 2. Okay, if this number was different, it wouldn't be okay. So log base 2, and it's just gonna be 12 times 7 times 5. They're all multiplying together now with one log. Same thing over here. You guys just have variables, okay? So just put them together. All right, so for number 7, all we are doing is moving. I think we're moving. Are we not moving? We're moving the exponent to the top. So it's gonna be log base 8 of x squared. I think that's what I wanted you guys to do on that one. Okay, we move the log. The 6 log base 5 10 to the 6th. Okay, the 6 goes to the top as an exponent. I'll do this one. This one's a little bit harder. Okay, the fraction has to separate. It's really 1/3, so really what it looks like is 1/3 times log of x. So if you wanted to move this 1/3 turns into an exponent. So the answer is log of x, log of x, and then to the 1/3 exponent. Okay, it's a little bit harder to see, but it's 1/3, and that is at the front of the log of x. So then log of x has an exponent of 1/3. Okay, here you see how they're adding? They're gonna change back to multiplying. The u and the v are gonna multiply. So it's gonna be log of 6. See how they have a base of 6? Now they share one log, and it's gonna be u times v. But you see the 20, it should be the exponent of the u, and the 5 should be the exponent of the v. So I'm gonna put a 20 and a 5, and that would be correct. This one is subtracting, so it's going to be dividing. The x and the y are going to divide. They each have a base of 2, so that's fine. Log base 2 of x multiplying with y. But you can also see that this 5, okay, not the minus. Okay, the minus means, the minus means division. So not multiplying, but division. So x divides with y, that's what the minus means. And then this 5 has to be as an exponent only to the y though. Only to the y, not the x. Because the x didn't have one. And then for the last one, okay, these are adding, so they're going to change to multiplying. So it's going to be log of mp. Okay, they're multiplying now. The 2 turns into an exponent of the m, and the 1/2 turns into an exponent of the p. You should be able to finish the last two. That's minus what changes to division. That's a plus what changes to multiplication. Okay, log base 4. See how they have a base 4? And it's a divided by b because it's a minus, so it changes to division. But then the 16 is the exponent of the a, and the 4 is the exponent of the b. There you go. So you guys can finish the rest of the page. Okay, finish the rest of the page and finish Delta Math. I'll show you Delta Math examples, but I'm trying to go quick so the video is not too long. Okay, so let's look at Delta Math. I'm gonna look at today's assignment. See how it has a plus sign? So now it's gonna change to multiplication. So what's multiplying A and B? So I'm just gonna put AB, but the 6 belongs as the exponent of the B. So I'm gonna put shift 6 and put a 6. And that should be the right answer. So let's check. Correct. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, they're subtracting, so that's division. A is gonna divide with Q. So I'm gonna put A. And then divide, is this button, the question mark button? Divide Q. And then the 3 is the exponent of the A. So I'm gonna go back up to the top, shift 6 and put a, okay, to the top, shift 6 and put a 3. And Z is at the front, so that's the exponent of Q. Sometimes it's a number, sometimes it's a variable. Okay, check it. Correct. So hopefully those are kind of making sense. Again, they're subtracting, so that means division. A is going to divide with B. A, divide, B. And then at the top, let's see, C turns into the exponent of A. Shift 6, put a C. And B also has its own exponent, which is a Y. So I'm going to go to the bottom, shift 6, Y. And I showed you guys 3, so hopefully that makes sense. Let's go back to yesterday's assignment. If you didn't understand yesterday's assignment, I'll go over 3 of those. These were expanding, so you're making them larger. Okay, 3x, they're multiplying. So that means they're gonna have its own log with adding. Log of 3 plus log of x. And it does have a 4 at the top, but remember, you're supposed to move the 4 to the front. So this 4 moves to the front. It should be right there. And that should be the final answer. Correct. Okay, that one's right. Let's do another one. See how they're dividing? They're gonna separate into 2 of them that are subtracting. Log of x minus log of y. And the squared was right here on the x. Okay, there was a little squared, so it moves to the front. So the 2. Okay. Correct. One more. Last one. And then I'm ending the video, okay? These are multiplying, x and y. They're multiplying, so they're going to change into adding. Log of x plus log of y. And they each have their own exponent. The 4 goes to the front of its own log of the x. And the 3 is at the beginning of the y. So yesterday you guys were expanding, you're making them larger, and today you guys are going backwards and condensing. Well, see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day, finish your work, and make sure your packet's done so you can turn it in.